What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Hasbro Pulse exclusive Power Rangers Zeo Cogs 2-pack. And so here we do have the Lightning Collection Cogs posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figures, let's actually run through their accessories. Now, each Cog does come with their very own set of accessories. They both come with the standard head, which looks really nice. They do come with the head that's opened up so they can fire their beams at the Power Rangers. They also get two pairs of hands. We do get a pair of grip hands. We get a right fist hand. Then we get a left style pose hand. Then we do get two versions of their spear. We do get the extended version, which looks really nice. And then we do get the collapsed version. They also do come with two effects. We do get a whooshing effect for their right fist. And then we do get a blasting effect that you can attach to their torso, which looks really nice. Other than that, the Cogs don't really come with any other accessories, which I think they come with just enough. So with that out of the way, let's actually take a closer look at the Zeo Cogs. So here we have a look at the Cogs, and I'm going to go over their details at the exact same because they are essentially the same figure, just with different costumes on. We do have the pink version, and then we do have the silver version. We'll mainly focus here on the silver version, but we'll switch between the two. For starters, they do have the exact same head sculpt, which looks really nice. I do like this head sculpt. The Cogs were always one of my favorite foot soldiers. They weren't my favorite, but they were always one of my favorites, and they did stick with me. I know a lot of people don't remember the Cogs, but they were the main foot soldiers for the Zeo Rangers to fight. So yeah, the Cogs do look really nice here. I love the gold chrome that they have on their heads. It's not really chrome, but it's a really nice gold plastic, and it looks superb. I do like it. Now, it is in two parts. You can see a seam line right here. That's mainly because this part does have a second version where the head is up, and I'm pretty sure they did it as a cost-saving measure. So underneath this is probably the unpainted detail for the face, which that's perfectly fine. You're not going to be taking that off. So both of them have both the neutral head and then the open head, so that's really cool. Now, having a look at the figures themselves, they are two different plastics. This one is more of a pink plastic, as you guys can see, and it really doesn't have too many colors on it. It's just that pink, where this one you can see they did add like a little bit of paint to it where it catches the light and you see some blues and greens, so that's pretty cool. My main problem with this Cog is the types of plastic used. You can see some of it is more of a bluish silver, some of it is a grayish silver, and that does come across really obvious here on the figure. You can see on the arms, this has a much nicer color than right here on his torso. So even though the silver Cog is my favorite, it does have the biggest issue where this Cog is more uniform. His plastics are more of the same. The only difference you can really see is right here on his forearm, where he does have the pink paint because this is done in silver. But yeah, you can really see that this marbleized silver looks really good as that base, but I kind of wish they stuck with one type of silver to stick with this Cog because it is quite noticeable. And as you would expect, they do have that generic Power Ranger body with some added attachments and some different parts. For example, their cuff piece right here is unique to the Cogs, as well as their gloves, which have that little notch on them, which looks really nice. I do like it. I do have them with the grip hands right now because these guys just came out of the box, so I haven't had a chance to interchange their accessories. But yeah, really nice detail, and I do like the fact that the Cogs get their own belt. You can see it's a black belt with some gold accents right there, which looks really cool, and each Cog does get their very own belt. Really nice detail there, especially on the little I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a gear because they're supposed to be robots, but yeah, they do look really nice. And then continuing on with the discoloration in the plastic, you can see it right here, especially here on the crotch piece going into the legs. And then even his legs are two different silvers. This one has more blue than this one. This one still has some bluish hints to it, but it's more of a gray, where hip piece matches the arms a little bit better. Again, really do wish that Hasbro had stuck with one type of silver plastic. It does look nice when it catches the light, but it is quite noticeable that there are 3 different colors here, and that is not accurate to the show. It's supposed to be one solid color like the putties, like all the Power Rangers. Even this guy has a better job at matching the plastics because they are pretty much different material, but they all look uniform. So yeah, that is a little bit unfortunate here for the silver cog, and like I said, it is my favorite out of the bunch, so a little disappointed that he does have this discoloration right here on the types of plastic that were used. That's a little bit sad. But moving on to their boots, they do have their unique boots with the silver, it's not really a cuff, but it's a silver piece at the top of the boot going all the way down to that gold across their foot. That looks really cool, and it again has those little rivets right here looking really fancy. So yeah, the cogs are probably the most stylish out of the rogues that we've seen, at least in terms of the silver one. The pink one kind of feels a little bit generic because it's not as flashy, but in terms of the quality of it, the pink one has better quality because the plastics match a little bit more, where the silver one has some discoloration, which is a little bit sad because, like I said, the silver cog is my favorite cog, so I am a little bit saddened by the mismatch of colors on him. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get the cogs compared to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we do have the cogs posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have the cogs posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the cogs posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally, here we do have the cogs posed next to the Putty Patrollers and the Z Putties. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to their articulation. Now we'll only focus on the silver cog because their articulation is the exact same. They both have a ball joint here at the head, which really doesn't afford too much up and down movement. It does give us a nice swivel, very slight side to side, but it does have a hinge which do let the cogs look up. Then they do look down quite a bit, so I do like that. Arms are on butterfly joints, so those do go forward and back really nicely. The Lightning Collection has done those exceptionally well. They do go out to the side, about right there, so all the way horizontal never hurts. They do go all the way around, no problem. We do have a bicep swivel here, which works really nice. Double bend here at the elbow, although they would be able to get more range if this cuff was a little bit thinner. It is a little bit thick, so it does hit their bicep, but it still gives us really good range. They get a swivel hinge here at the wrist, and that works really nicely. A ball joint in the mid-torso, so that moves around, goes back, forward, side to side, as well as rotates. Then we do have a hinge in the abs right here, which does lean back and then crunches forward, so they do get really good articulation going forward. No waist cut swivel, unfortunately, because that is done here at the mid-torso. Their legs do kick forward to about there, go back, out to the side. Could be better. I would have preferred it going out further. Then we do have really stiff thigh joints which do swivel. We have a double bend here at the knee going to about right there again. Their cuffs do make it a little bit hard, but we get some very good range there. We do have rotation here at the boot. We have a hinge in the ankle going back and forward. Then we have forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, the cogs have some pretty good articulation and what we've come to expect from the Lightning Collection. So with that out of the way, let's actually get these guys posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Lightning Collection cogs pose for my final thoughts, and overall I am very happy with this set, so much so that I got this 5 times. Yes, I have a total of 10 cogs. I got 5 sets of this and I am not disappointed one bit. I absolutely love army builders, and the cogs here are a fantastic army builder. Even though if you're a fan of Power Rangers Zeo, you never really saw the pink cogs in this show. They were more of a Super Sentai thing and they didn't really show up too much in the series, but I am happy that they did include them into this set, and it is phenomenal. Now, I do have some issues with it pertaining to the silver cog. I honestly think that Hasbro should have used the same plastic throughout the silver cog. That way the silver was more uniform. It's a little bit jarring seeing like 3 different types of silver plastic used, and I would have liked a little more consistency like the pink cogs. The pink cogs have the better consistency and overall look better, just for the fact that they don't have that mismatched plastic. Overall, still really happy I did pick up this set, and it is a phenomenal set. If you're a fan of Power Rangers Zeo and you needed an army for them to fight, this is a really nice set to pick up. Now, if you are looking for the cogs, they are exclusive to Hasbro Pulse. That's where I picked mine up. Originally, I only got 4 sets, and that was the limit that they put on it. I did have to open up an incognito tab and a different method of payment just so I can get that 5th set, but I'm not disappointed. I absolutely love the way these guys look. If you're a fan of Power Rangers Zeo or just need an army builder in your collection, the cogs here, you can't go wrong, and they are going to run you about $52, which is a little bit pricey, but unlike the putties, these guys do come with their own accessories. So each cog gets the 2 different head sculpts, the 2 different fists. They all come with the spears, with their 2 forms, the effect pieces. Those are all coming with each cog, so you are getting a good set of accessories with them, so I do think it's a fair price. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other Power Ranger Lightning Collection videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.